Welcome back. The Sioux City Explorers entered today with 51 wins and a 6-game lead in the American Association West Division. Tonight they begin a 22-game stretch against West Division opponents to close out their regular season. Now, these two teams, Fargo-Moorhead and Sioux City, have split their games even down the middle so far this season. Sioux City Explorers strike first in this one. Deshaun Knowles with a knock down the third baseline. That gives Henry George plenty of time to round third. 1-0 Sioux City leads in the first. After that, Knowles comes up with a savvy steal to third, and Sioux City inches closer to the American Association record, finishing three stolen bases shy of the record tonight. Third inning now, tied 1-1. Jose Sermo, he drills this high and deep to left. Sioux City ranges over. They get the out, but that's going to give Juan Fernandez plenty of time to tag and trot home the Birds. Jump ahead. A lot of fight from the X's in the bottom half of the third here. Josh Day powers this one high and far to left. That's also caught, but it's a tag from George, who plates another one for Sioux City, tied up at 2. Now Sioux City, they keep it rolling here. A 3-run bomb that's pulled to left from Abdiel Lair. That puts Sioux City up 5-2 now, and as this game wore on, Fargo, they just kept finding a way to stay in this. This time it's Fernandez. He grounds into a near side retiring double play, but the throw to first is not in time. That means Aiden Burns scores for Fargo. We're all tied up at 5. Jump ahead here to the 5th inning, and the pitcher, he tries to pick off Knowles, but Knowles, he turns on the burners because the throw is wild. He heads home. That puts Sioux City up 6-5, but Sioux City, they give up the go-ahead run in the top of the 9th, and they lose this one 7-6.